Section 1. The power of motivation, your engine for success. Motivation. That elusive force that can propel us towards our dreams or leave us stranded in a sea of inertia. It's the spark that ignites our passion and the fuel that keeps our ambitions burning bright. It's the driving force behind every great achievement, every ambitious goal pursued. Without motivation, even the most talented individuals can find themselves stuck, unable to move forward. Without it, even the most talented among us struggle to reach their full potential. It's the difference between dreaming and doing, between planning and executing. Think of motivation as the engine of your aspirations. Just like a car's engine needs fuel to run, our dreams need motivation to come to life. Just like a car needs fuel to run, we need motivation to take action, to persevere through challenges and ultimately to achieve our goals. It's what keeps us going when the road gets tough. But motivation can be fickle. It ebbs and flows, sometimes strong and sometimes barely there. One day we wake up feeling inspired, ready to conquer the world. We feel unstoppable, as if nothing can stand in our way. The next day we can barely muster the energy to get out of bed. Our drive seems to have vanished overnight. The good news is that understanding the dynamics of motivation can empower us to take control. By learning what drives us, we can find ways to keep our motivation levels high. We can learn to cultivate it, harness its power, and direct it towards the outcomes we desire. With the right strategies, we can ensure that our motivation remains a constant companion on our journey to success. Section 2. Understanding motivation, a shifting tide within us. Motivation isn't a static trait we either possess or lack. It's a dynamic energy that ebbs and flows within us, influenced by a complex interplay of internal and external factors. Our thoughts, emotions, beliefs, values, and past experiences all contribute to our motivational state. External factors such as our environment, social influences, and even the time of day can also play a significant role.
Recognizing the fluctuating nature of motivation is crucial. It's unrealistic to expect a constant state of peak enthusiasm. There will be days when motivation dips, and that's perfectly normal. The key is to develop strategies for navigating these fluctuations. By understanding the triggers that ignite our motivation and the obstacles that dampen it, we can create an environment conducive to consistent action.
Section 3. Instant motivation, shifting your mindset in the now. While building long-term motivation is a journey, there are powerful techniques we can employ to spark motivation instantly, shifting our mindset from inertia to action. These techniques can be the catalyst that propels us forward even when we feel stuck or unmotivated.
One effective method is positive self-talk. This involves consciously choosing words and phrases that uplift and encourage us. The way we speak to ourselves has a profound impact on our motivation levels. Positive self-talk can transform our inner dialogue, replacing doubt with confidence. Instead of berating ourselves with negative self-doubt, we can choose empowering affirmations that fuel our belief in our abilities. These affirmations act as a mental reset, helping us to focus on our strengths and potential. Another powerful tool is visualization. This technique involves creating a mental image of our desired outcome. By vividly imagining ourselves successfully achieving our goals, we tap into the emotional energy associated with success, making the goal feel more tangible and attainable. Visualization helps bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to be. Finally, simply changing our physical state can create a ripple effect on our motivation. Our body and mind are deeply connected. Engaging in physical activity, even for a few minutes, releases endorphins, boosts our mood, and increases energy levels, making it easier to tackle challenging tasks. This physical shift can be the spark that ignites our drive and determination.
Section 4. Small wins, big impact, the power of immediate action. One of the most effective ways to overcome procrastination and ignite motivation is to focus on taking immediate action, no matter how small. This principle, often referred to as the 2-minute rule, encourages us to break down large, daunting tasks into smaller, more manageable steps.
Instead of getting overwhelmed by the thought of writing an entire book, for example, we can simply commit to writing for 2 minutes. Often, this initial momentum is all we need to get the ball rolling. Each small step completed, no matter how insignificant it may seem, creates a sense of accomplishment, builds momentum, and reinforces our commitment to the larger goal. By consistently taking small steps forward, we gradually chip away at our goals, making progress feel less daunting and more achievable.
Section 5. Environment is key shaping your motivational landscape. Our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our motivation levels. Just as a plant thrives in the right conditions, our motivation flourishes when we create an environment that supports our goals.
Start by identifying and minimizing distractions. This could mean silencing phone notifications, creating a dedicated workspace, or communicating boundaries to family members during focused work sessions.
Surround yourself with visual cues that serve as constant reminders of your goals and aspirations. This could be a vision board, motivational quotes, or images that evoke positive emotions and inspire action.
Finally, consider the social influences in your life. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who encourage your growth and celebrate your successes. The energy of those around us can have a contagious effect on our own motivation.
Section 6. Finding your why, tapping into deep-seated values. Motivation that stems solely from external rewards or pressure tends to be fleeting. To cultivate lasting motivation, we need to connect with our why, the deep-seated values and aspirations that give our goals meaning and purpose.
Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What are the values you hold dear? What legacy do you want to leave behind? What impact do you hope to make on the world?
When our actions are aligned with our core values, motivation becomes intrinsic, fueled by a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends external validation. By tapping into the emotional energy associated with our why, we create a powerful driving force that propels us forward even in the face of challenges and setbacks.
Section 7. The power of community. Finding strength in shared journeys. The journey towards our goals doesn't have to be a solitary one. Surrounding ourselves with a supportive community can provide invaluable motivation and accountability.
Joining a group of like-minded individuals who share similar goals creates a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. We can learn from each other's experiences, offer encouragement during challenging times, and celebrate each other's successes.
Accountability partners or mentors can also provide external motivation and support. Sharing our goals with someone we trust and who holds us accountable for our actions can help us stay on track and overcome moments of self-doubt.
Remember, we are social creatures by nature. Sharing our journey with others can make the process more enjoyable, meaningful, and ultimately more successful. Section 8. Rewiring your brain. Habits for long-term success. While the techniques discussed so far can provide immediate boosts in motivation, building sustainable long-term motivation requires rewiring our habits.
Habits are the automatic behaviors we repeat regularly, often without conscious thought. They have a powerful influence on our actions and ultimately our outcomes.
By consciously designing habits that align with our goals, we create systems that support our desired behaviors, making it easier to stay motivated and on track over the long term.
Start by identifying small, achievable habits you can implement consistently. This could be as simple as setting aside 15 minutes each morning for goal setting, reading a chapter of a personal development book each day, or dedicating 30 minutes to exercise 3 times a week.
Section 9, the 2-minute rule, breaking down barriers to action. One of the biggest obstacles to motivation is the feeling of overwhelm that often accompanies large, challenging goals. This sense of being overwhelmed can paralyze us, making it difficult to even start. We've touched upon this before, but it's worth repeating. Overwhelm is a common experience, and it's important to have strategies to combat it.
The 2-minute rule is a powerful tool for overcoming this hurdle. It's a simple yet effective method to get us moving. This rule encourages us to break down any task, no matter how daunting, into a step that can be completed in just 2 minutes. By doing this, we make the task seem less intimidating. This could be putting on your running shoes, opening your laptop to start writing, or clearing a small space on a cluttered desk. These small actions can make a big difference. The key is to make the initial step so easy that it feels almost effortless to begin. When the first step is simple, it reduces the mental resistance to starting.
Once we've overcome the initial inertia, we often find that momentum takes over and we're more likely to continue working on the task for a longer period. This momentum can carry us through to completion. Remember, the goal isn't to complete the entire task in 2 minutes, it's to simply break down the barrier to action and create momentum. By consistently applying the 2-minute rule, we can tackle even the most overwhelming projects, one small step at a time. This approach helps us build confidence and make steady progress. Section 10. Embracing imperfection, progress over perfection. Striving for perfection can be a major motivation killer. When we set unrealistic expectations for ourselves, we set ourselves up for disappointment, self-criticism, and ultimately, a decline in motivation.
Instead of aiming for perfection, which is often unattainable, focus on making progress. Celebrate the small victories along the way and view setbacks as learning opportunities rather than failures. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. The key is to embrace the learning process, be kind to ourselves when we stumble, and focus on consistently taking small steps forward.
Section 11. Celebrating success, fueling the fire. Within celebrating our successes, no matter how small, is crucial for maintaining motivation. When we acknowledge and appreciate our accomplishments, we reinforce the positive emotions associated with achieving our goals, which in turn fuels our desire to continue striving.
Take the time to acknowledge your progress, reflect on how far you've come, and celebrate your wins. This could involve treating yourself to something you enjoy, sharing your accomplishments with loved ones, or simply taking a moment to appreciate your own efforts. Celebrating our successes isn't about vanity, it's about recognizing our hard work, reinforcing positive behaviors, and fueling the fire of motivation that burns within us.
Section 12. Start today. Your journey to a more motivated you. Remember, motivation is not a destination, it's a journey. There will be ups and downs, moments of inspiration, and times when you feel like giving up. The key is to remember that you are in control. By implementing the strategies outlined in this essay, you can learn to cultivate, harness, and direct your motivation towards the outcomes you desire. Start by taking one small step today. Identify one action, no matter how small, that will move you closer to your goals. Then take another step and another and another. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today and embrace the power of motivation to transform your life.